Hi, I'm making a simple, really easy cold weather soup tonight. This is potato leek. It's a family favorite here. It's probably the simplest soup I've ever made. You really don't have to do a whole lot. It's really potatoes, leeks, and I use chicken stock. You could use vegetable stock if you wanted to go truly vegetarian, and you could put bacon in it or ham hocks or all that stuff. This one has no meat, but I do use chicken stock. Anyway, I'm just going to show you how to do it now. I have right here a bowl full of potatoes. This is 5 pounds of potatoes that I've just cubed. I scrub the skins. I leave the skins on, but if you don't like the skins, peel them. Fine. And then this is 2 leeks about this size. Now I left this one open so I could show you. You have to clean these. And the way you clean them is you take a knife and you run it right down the center of it all the way. I cut these roots off there, dispose of them, and you cut it right down the center, and then you go in there and you can see, I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's mud down in these, and you got to wash both sides. So I split it open so you can get it open and get down in there and then I just slice them up, okay? And I'm going to dice this one up, and I'll be right back, and we'll cook this and put it together. It is no time. It's maybe 10 minutes prep total. Cooking, you just throw it all in the thing and watch it. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, so I've washed this, and I'm just going to run my knife through it real quick. Now, I make a lot of soups because I like soups. But this particular one, you could make it luxurious if you wanted to. I am going to puree this, but I'm not going to puree it till it's completely smooth and creamy. You could, but you don't have to. I like it a little bit chunky, a little country-ish, but not everybody likes that, so you can make it the way you want. If you didn't want to puree it at all, left it chunky, then you might want to think about adding a few things, maybe some ham pieces or perhaps some greens, some kale or collards or something. I avoid spinach. The only reason I avoid spinach is not because it doesn't taste good, but because the nutritional value of spinach is not as good as all the other greens. If you want some calcium, all the greens are good except for spinach, because spinach has something in it that blocks the absorption of calcium. However, any other green, lettuce not included, kale, cabbage, mustard, collard, broccoli greens, beet greens, bok choy, all those, they are so much higher in calcium per calorie ratio than milk. Milk doesn't even land on the first 500 sources of calcium in terms of, the first 100 sources of calcium per calorie ratio. It's really not that good. And you're looking at a cup of kale versus a cup of milk, and it's off the chart. Anyway, so I'm going to start by just sauteing this, and we'll be right back. Yeah, I'm right back here, and my oil's already hot, and I'm just going to start sweating these leeks. Now, in order to get them to sweat, which means to caramelize, get the flavor out of them, you have to have salt, okay? Anyway, so I just get a little hot on these until they start to soften, and that's going to be another 2 or 3 minutes, and then I will just add the potatoes and the stock, and then I'll let it sit. So I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So these are just about sweated down now. Very soft. The smell in here is it's divine. And I'm going to add the potatoes here that I have cubed up. And there's that. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm going to bring that. You know what? Let me do that after the water. That's about 2/3 full now. And then I'm going to put enough liquid. To cover the potatoes by about 1 inch or so. Maybe 1.5 inches. So I'm going to show that to you. Hopefully you can see it. There you go. Now, I will bring that to a boil and then turn it down to simmer it. Well, turn it down to simmer it. Now, I am going to add chicken stock. I use powder just because I can control the flavor this way, and I don't have to boil it off if it's really weak chicken stock or if it's too salty or something. I can control it. So I use the powdered stuff. You can use you can spend up to $100 on a really good can of chicken paste. I'm not doing that just because it's a soup, and I'll get it just to the flavor that I like it, and I think they'll be pretty mellow. But if you wanted to just use chicken stock, you know, organic or whatever the stuff that you use out of the box or can, and you wanted to pour it in there, you could. That was about, I'm going to say that's about a half a gallon of liquid. And then I'm going to let it come to a boil. And the only other thing that I'm going to add to this, just because my family likes it and no other reason, is I'm going to add some cilantro. I'll chop some cilantro, and I'll both garnish and throw it in the blender when I blend this up. All right, that's it. I don't cook it in there because it kind of breaks down, and I prefer that brighter taste than that darker soapy taste that happens when you cook cilantro. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so I wanted to show you this. I'm spooning this soup out, and I have done nothing to it other than just boil it until the potatoes are soft, and then I'm spooning it into a blender. If you have one of those hand mixers, by all means use it. It works really well. But I wanted to show you this. It's just, I've already pureed one, and I'm going to show you how it actually comes out. If you can see this. See that? It's super creamy like. I have not added cream, but it tastes like I added cream. It's smooth and silky and just divine in flavor. And it's really all that it is this. You just saw the chunkiness. I'm going to give it a quick blend and show you when I pour it back in what happens. Okay, so that's about 6 or 7 seconds, and this is me pouring it in there, and you can see it's just creamy as all get out. I just wanted to show you that. That's as simple as it is. It takes nothing really any more than that. It's just divine. You can leave it as chunky as you like. If you want it just like this, I probably would have cut the potatoes a little smaller because they're a little bit too big to put in your mouth the way they are there, but you can leave it like that and just add other stuff if you wanted to, you know, flavoring agents or by itself. It's perfect. Anyway, I'll be back in just a minute. So I'm back, and this is the final little bit here. It's the soup, and I made some homemade biscuits, and that's dinner tonight because it's cold outside. And when it's cold outside, these nice, heavy, starchy soups just stick to the ribs and kind of make you feel warm all inside. I urge you to try this. This is the simplest soup recipe that I know. Throw it in and done. 3 ingredients. I'm sorry, I'm laughing. It amazes me how simple that is and how good it could be. So, as always, please like my page and share and that kind of stuff. I appreciate it. Remember, your favorite flavor, your favorite taste, you haven't tried yet. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.